So, like I said, I don't really do reviews like that, but I cannot talk about the big development in the whole Bloodline saga, and I'm super glad that it's not over. So, last thing we left off really is Roman is gone. He posted for us that the mourning has stopped. Day one begins. He was exercising. That made me feel better. That means we need to regroup, right? The Rock met up with Cody Rhodes on Raw. Had a kind of awkward interaction with Cody. Gave Cody something. Some of y'all said it was condoms. He asked Cody to hold the belt. The belt looks good on The Rock. The Rock said, listen, I gotta go away for a while, but when I come back, I'm gonna put my boot up in your ass. Now, I'm paraphrasing. It was something like that. Cody, of course, had to say some slick shit. The Rock was like, alright, cool, I see you. Me and my fantastic ass theme music are leaving. You got to carry the goddamn company till I come back in about 4, 5, 6 months or whatever the case may be. Boom, that's where we left off. Fast forward, now it's Friday. So, SmackDown's on. What's going on? SmackDown was very good. It was very entertaining. A lot of stories are being moved forward. There were some contenders matches to get Bayley a fighter and to get Cody's first opponent. So Bayley ended up getting a match with Naomi. I thought it was going to be in Paris for the Backlash, but apparently it's next week. So I guess that was her giving Naomi, like, I scratch your back, you scratch mine because you tried to help me. Whatever. That was cute. Braun Breaker won in 1:20. Is anybody going to run Braun Breaker down? Or is that just for Jade Cargill? Oh, okay, because he only did 2 moves. He literally just, like, ran down to the moon. I didn't even know he was still working. Tiffany Stratton and Naomi had a cute little match. They went almost 10 minutes, I believe. That's what y'all mean y'all want Jade Cargill to do. She actually went 1:24. So she went longer than Braun Breaker. Y'all better get Braun Breaker up out of here. Get him off TV because he ain't doing nothing. Ain't that what y'all said? Ciao. Anyway, let's just get to the nitty gritty. So, apparently, Solo Sikoa has run a coup on the motherfucking the Bloodline, right? So we get to the ring and Jimmy is like, you know, floating around like Jimmy does, and Solo is in the ring and he gives Jimmy a hug, and it looked like he was stepping to Jimmy because Jimmy was like, you my little brother, like I'll whoop your ass, like don't play with me. He was like, nah, I'm hugging you. So he hugged Jimmy, stepped back. All of a sudden this dude runs in the ring dressed in all black and he whooping on Jimmy ass. So everybody like, yo, what's going on? And Paul, you know, Paul's in the corner like, yo, this ain't what it's supposed to be. Like, what the fuck is happening here? Dude take his hood off. It's Tama Tonga. I'm like, oh, look at this sexy motherfuckers on Raw. Because, you know, I follow the sexy wrestlers. So Tama Tonga's on Raw. I was like, okay, Tama, come get your check. He whooping up on Jimmy. They done propped Jimmy up in the corner, put his hand in the chair. Motherfucking Solo dropped his whole ass on Jimmy's neck. Jimmy laid all the way out. Paul was like, this ain't what it's supposed to be. Let me call Roman. Fucking Solo took the phone and smashed it. Paul was like, what? I don't know what's going on. They leave the ring. It's like, oh my God, it's mayhem. He running a coup. So then we go to Paul coming out the trainer's room, and Kayla's like, is Jimmy okay? Because that was too much. And Paul was like, child, Jimmy a mess. So Paul trying to explain, all of a sudden Tama Tonga comes in the scene with Paul, and he smells him. He leaned in and smelled him like, I could smell the fear, bitch. You better be scared. Paul was like, what? I don't, like, well, what you want? And he said, by the orders of the tribal chief. Then Solo comes in. Paul's like, oh my God, like, what is happening to me? Solo just did his thumb at him, and then he smiled, and then stopped smiling, walked off. Heyman was like, What the fuck is going on? I need a phone. Who do I call? Heyman ain't got nobody to call. Because he had 2 phones. Now he don't got no phones. And these motherfuckers is running wild. That was the biggest story of the night. The way they got injected life into the bloodline. So now we got Solo and he got a henchman, Tamatonga. Paul floating around. He don't know what to do. We don't know what Solo finna do. Jimmy done got took all the way out. Smooth. Some of the people are speculating out there in the world that Jimmy gonna have to go get Jay, because the only way to handle this is with Jimmy and Jay, because they said word on the street that Jacob Fatu coming. Jacob Fatu is super duper grizzly. Like, he all the way hood. So if you don't know nothing about Jacob Fatu, I suggest you go ahead and Google it, watch some of his stuff. He was in NWA. I think he did a little bit in Booker T's promotion. Like, go ahead and watch how he move. He rough. He a rough dude. Okay, so if that's what's supposed, they say he signed. So if he's supposed to be getting with Solo, you got them 3 motherfuckers running around mowing down people and snatching Paul every which way. Jay gonna have to find out what's going on with his brothers. That's his brothers and cousins. All of them related. Okay. Jay gonna have to see what's going on about Jimmy. Jay is gonna see what's going on about Jimmy, because even though they done beat each other up, they got past that or whatever, or they going to, because he don't want to see his brother hurt. That's probably why that match sucks so goddamn bad, because he don't want to hurt his brother for real. So now he gonna go over there and see what's going on with Jay. Jay probably gonna be drooling and shit. You know how Jimmy do. Jimmy gonna be like, oh my god. Remember that time when Jimmy stepped in the ring for Jay and Roman choked him out? Remember that? Now we about to go back and recap when Jimmy helped Jay. So now Jay gotta help Jimmy. I think them two will end up fighting Tamatonga and Jacob Fatu for some reason. But who is Solo fighting? Because at some point Roman gotta come back, because Roman don't know none of this is happening. And then some people's like, well, it's The Rock telling fucking Solo what to do. He just said by orders of the tribal chief. Roman ain't tell them to do that. And if Roman told him to do that, now I'm super confused. But then Roman wasn't feeling Jimmy like that no way, because Jimmy was just like working his nerves and stuff. Girl, it's a really good storyline. Like this Raw was good. We got AJ Styles and what's his name, LA Knight ending the show talking barking in each other's face like cats. You know how cats be like and don't do nothing. That's what they was doing, because everybody have another match or something like that. Somebody's supposed to go and wrestle at Paris, I'm thinking. I don't even know, because I thought Naomi was going to wrestle in Paris, but I just had to touch on that because that's a cool pivot. I don't know what's going to happen with that, but that is probably the hottest thing on SmackDown right now. They done rejuvenated the bloodline. Listen, they done rejuvenated the bloodline so good that I don't even give a fuck what's going to happen with Cody. Fuck what Cody doing. Y'all tell me what y'all think about the new bloodline and what's going on in the comments.